Hey yo, ain't that my boy Ghost from Call of Duty? Hey, quick random question for you guys, but have you ever considered what it would be like to staple a crustacean to the ceiling? Cause it's on my mind, I don't know why. Just imagine a freaking lobster up there and he's just... yeah, it's pretty funny. Anyway, good morning guys. Welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at some very crazy posts. Very crazy. Now, a lot of my friends are avid book readers, and I too at times can be a great reader. The internet kind of destroyed that for me. I need to be better, truthfully, about reading. The reason I bring this up is because we are talking about Booktok today. Now, I don't remember when exactly I actually found out about this genre of the internet. I don't use TikTok too much, but, you know, these videos have a way of making their way around the internet with the kind of content they promote. You know, hopefully someday I get monetized on this channel, and there's really no good way to explain it while trying to keep that clean record going. It's pretty much it's just and they actually just sell these in bookstores, like right where children can see them apparently. But yeah, anyway, so Booktok, it's pretty much mostly females. There are some dudes too, but they pretty much just go online and talk about these smut books they read, and it's horrible. I've talked about unhealthy fantasies here on the channel before, and yeah, this is pretty much almost the pinnacle of that. We're getting into some pretty deranged territory here. Before we get started, I also just do want to add that please don't go harass any of the people or videos that appear in this video, or just in general. If you're the kind of person that goes and does that just because of internet cringe, you don't have a place in my community. Suck eggs. Yeah, I told him. But anyway, let's just get this party started. Let's see what we got.
The ground rules. You can punch me, kick me, pull my hair. I am A-OK being stabbed. Biting and scratching are on the table. You can use fire.
These are the ground rules? Is there anything off limits?
Damn, man. You got something really sick you want to do, huh? Oh, you little pervert. All right, I like it.
Yeah, so pretty sure she's actually, you know, very much into this stuff. All of that sounds horrible. I'm sorry, use of fire? Like, I don't know. If this is real, man, that's genuinely... Is this what true loneliness does to a person? That's scary. Like, don't get me wrong, I know some people like to be a little, you know, freaky, but, yeah, no, I'm really hung up on that whole use of fire thing. How would you do that? How would you use fire? And anyways, that's probably not something good to bring up. Do I just move on? Is this something we just forget about this one? Hey yo, ain't that my boy Ghost from Call of Duty? What's he doing? Dog. I mean, this is a pretty standard example of your typical internet cringe, you know? Like, clearly, again, this is some sort of fantasy someone's having right now. But that's not the craziest thing. They actually have an excerpt from a book, and I don't know what the book is called, nor am I going to promote that kind of stuff, okay? Go read the Bible. Come on, guys. And I'm not even gonna lie, this crap is so corny, bro. I can't even. The door shatters inward with a deafening crash as I kick it down, splintering wood flying in all directions. I scan the dimly lit room before entering, an unnecessary precaution really, as I know all the pieces of shit have been detained. I'm only here for her. Our eyes collide, hers wide with panic. She's inching backward, her hands frantically grabbing the concrete as she tries to move away from me. She's clearly terrified. The stark contrast between my presence and her vulnerability hits me as I slowly move closer to her. She retreats until her back is pressed against the wall. There's no escape. Tears form in the corners of her eyes as I kneel before her, closing in. Gently, I grab the back of her head. Her body is trembling. She believes I'm here to hurt her, but that's the farthest from the truth. I need to get close to assess her injuries. I need to decide how much they'll suffer for hurting her. Then he turns into a werewolf, they get married, and then they have sex. Guys, this is literally a fetish about a sting operation. Dog. You can't make this up. Does this person just really get in the mood when, you know, somebody gets swatted? Or even worse, when they get swatted? Do they swat themselves? I can see it all going down, you know, get down! Get on the ground, hands on your head, don't move! Then they just look the officer in the eyes and go, take me. Yeah, this is so weird. Let's just move on to the next one. Hey, you know, a positive to this is that they're married, right? That digital footprint's gonna go crazy though. Why do you feel the need to post this online, man? Just keep the married stuff in the marriage, please. I don't know, maybe that's asking too much in the big 25, you know? Maybe it's just standard for everybody to share every single little intimate detail of their marriage intimacy on the internet for everybody to see, including minors. Calm. I am calm. I am not angry about this. This would be one of those videos where I would just kind of keep scrolling, you know, just be like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird. Anyways, where's the funny memes? But, you know, I can't ignore the fact that this also has the Booktok hashtag. Now, maybe some of you are just thinking to yourselves, well, Choofy, aren't you reading between the lines here? Just because it has the hashtag doesn't mean that this is a bad thing. Maybe it's just a really bad part of a certain book. It's actually a villain and, you know, the hero will come save the day, yada yada. I can guarantee you it's not. You want to know how? Some of these comments, bro. The comments are crazy. Here, let me read some of these to you, and maybe you'll see where I'm coming from. It should have been me, in all caps. To the one getting dragged, you get to have all the fun. I hate everyone who gets to live my dream. I'm bitter. To whoever is being dragged, how does it feel to live my dream? Nobody save her. She's exactly where she wants to be. Hot sweating emoji. What kind of dreams are people having? Genuinely, where did this even start? What has happened in their past that has made them think that any of this is just something that they want? Like this character that's getting dragged in the video, like she's probably gonna die, dude. She's probably gonna get murdered in the woods, and they're like, oh yeah, that's what I'm into. It's too freaky, man. Too freaky. You need Jesus. There are also a lot more, you know, comments that are pretty much the same, you know. I'm not jealous at all. The veins. Someone actually talks about the veins in his arm. Then there's a comment that's actually just making fun of tortas, but we're just gonna gloss over that one because that's crazy. But doesn't anybody just find it extremely concerning that this is so common on the internet now? People be getting too bold, man. Like, they'll just share anything. But not even that. It's like, where's all this coming from? Why are they actually having these fantasies? Is there just something as a dude that I don't get? Like, I don't know, a lot of this just seems so not good. Like, really just not good for you. Why are y'all having these fantasies? I also kind of brought this point up earlier, but isn't this stuff technically accessible to minors? Like, can they actually go and buy these books and read them? I'm not too well studied on whether or not that's actually allowed, but it's a really scary thought, because what if you're giving these kind of fantasies to actual children whose brains haven't developed? This is absolutely nuts. This is far worse than the mangas I usually cover. At least those are corny. These just are dangerous. Maybe that's an overreaction, but I feel like they are instilling actually dangerous fantasies. No, I'm not saying that every single person in this community wants to be chased down in a dark alleyway and have horrible things done to them, but it does beg the question that why is this a fantasy? I don't know, man. Let's keep pressing on. You might be wondering why there is a giant black box in the middle of this video. That's because they put an actual excerpt from a book, one of those books, and it's in very, very extreme detail. How is this not taken down? They barely even cross out the words. This is craziness. People just write books of this? Like, how is this any better than the stuff that you can go find on the internet? I mean, it's still technically creating an image in your head, right? Because that's what happens when you read. Like I said earlier, it's literally just porn. It's just porn. That's all this is. They will try and argue around it, but it's just porn with words. The community is like really crazy tight-knit too. Like, they will just yap on and on about these books and promote them further. Like this video I'm running right now, she just yaps for actually 3 minutes about these spicy books. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing as a human race? Y'all gotta go to church and confess your sins. Be cleansed.
As fast as you can, sweetheart. I love a good chase. But once I catch you, you're never walking away from me. In fact, you'll barely be able to walk at all.
Okay, first off, if this isn't AI, that guy's a goof. Look at him. Hey, I mean, respect. He hits the gym, right? He's got muscles, but... Oh man, why the whispering? Genuine question, by the way, does whispering just automatically make things freakier? What is it about talking more quietly? Is it just like the feeling of them being right next to your ear? Because I guess I could understand that, but this is just cringe, man. This is so corny. Fortunately, the comments on this one are pretty funny. There's still a couple crazy people, but they're getting absolutely bodied. Plus, I found this picture in the comments, and this is gold, and I will be using it in my editing. But yeah, kind of going back to the TikTok, like, oh man, are dudes really playing into these fantasies, man? I really hope they're not. Like, it might seem like a, oh, tough guy kind of thing, but fellas, I'ma just say this man to man, it is not manly to act like this, to feed into these fantasies. Say what you will, but you are not valuing people when you just kind of act like this, or feed into, like, you know, make this kind of stuff. If you long to be this creepy guy, you know, who's just very sexually enticing to this kind of group of people, that's kind of predatory. I'm gonna call it out. That's pretty predatory. You don't care about the person, you care about what you want to do to them, and you don't really have a regard for who they are. I know, I'm getting kind of preachy, but this is just kind of gross, man. We can do better than this, guys.
Looking for a new book boyfriend. Billionaire. 6'5", brown eyes. Billionaire. 6'5", brown eyes. I'm looking for a new book boyfriend. Billionaire. 6'5", brown eyes.
Oh no. I feel a little bit of pity looking at this, because did you watch this video and think that it was a good idea to post to the internet and that people would be nice? Because they're not. They are not being nice in the comments. And I will be also honest with you guys, there is some low-hanging fruit I could pick here, and I'm not going to. And it's really tempting. What I will say is, it could be the new Booktok anthem. Absolute bars, please put it on SoundCloud. 1 million followers instantly. Your billionaire book boyfriend will notice you. One of the comments did say legendary for you page poll, and shout out this guy, that was funny. I don't know, as far as internet cringe goes, you kind of just got your standard see it and forget about it cringe, but then there's just this other stuff that's got these really dark undertones to them. And obviously, I don't know any of the stories of the individuals in the videos or behind the videos I've covered here, but it does kind of draw some concern, and I'm not saying that to be mean, I'm saying that because it's concerning. Why do people find these horrible things attractive? Like, the use of fire is still crazy to me. You know, I actually didn't start looking at, you know, this Booktok hashtag until I started actually recording the audio for this video, and I didn't know if I was gonna get a lot of content out of it. And unfortunately, there's so much more than just this. So, please stay away from this side of the internet. Again, please don't go harassing these people. That's not the point of this video. It's just to simply point out the bad nature that a lot of this is in. If you couldn't tell already, I firmly believe that you should not be having these fantasies. These fantasies are bad for you. It's just kind of one of those things where you're seeking the next thrill, and there's actually a psychological term called foot in the door phenomenon, where you do one little thing and the next time it becomes easier and easier until it starts to slowly escalate until it becomes something worse. And I think that's kind of what a lot of these people have found themselves doing. It's just kind of really sad to think about. But yeah, please don't go harassing any of the people or accounts I've covered here. I've got a Discord server. Make sure you check that out. It's a great place to give me more recommendations of what to look at. If you guys want me to do more Booktok stuff, I'm down. Just let me know in the comments or in my Discord. And of course, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. But I think that's about as much as I can healthily handle for 1 week. So I'll just see you boys next week. Take care of yourselves. Eat, drink water, do all that good stuff. Get some sleep. I'll see you around.